Thank you guys. A little backstory. Shannon Woodward, one of my best friends. A lot of my best friends are here tonight because I love them and I'm obsessed with them. And I'm royal. They taught me pretty much everything I know. Shannon, actually, I used to sleep on her couch. I was couch surfing on her couch and I used to eat her frozen chicken tenders from Trader Joe's. They were so good. Here is the thing about that woman. We have kind of like rise each other's. I'll get into it in a second, but basically one time I said, I'm not a feminist because I don't grow hair underneath my arms. And stuff like that because I really didn't understand what they mean. She has lovingly pulled me aside as a strong woman and she's a great friend. And those are great friends and she goes, hey, this is what the word feminist means. I was like, what? This whole time? I'm a feminist. I love her so very much and I love all of my friends that teach me everything that I've learned today. So, thank you so much for this incredible, humbling award. I gotta say, there is no other community that has done more to shape who I am right now. And there's no other community that I believe in more you. This community here tonight has achieved more progress toward a more perfect union in a short amount of time of any groups in our history. I stand with you and I know that we stand together against discrimination, whether it be in the LGBTQ community or our Latino brothers and sisters of the millions of Muslims in this country. I'm just a singer-songwriter. Honestly, I speak my truths and I paint my fantasies into these little bite-sized pop songs. For instance, I kissed a girl and I like it. Truth be told. A. I didn't more than that. And B. How was I going to reconcile that with a gospel singing girl rise in your group what were pro-conversion camps? What I did know is that what I'm curious, and even then I know sexuality wasn't as black and white as this dress. Honestly. I haven't always gotten it right, but in 2008, when the song came out, I knew that I start a conversation that a lot of the world seemed curious enough to sing along to. Let's take a trip down memory lane on for a second. My first words were mama and dada. God and Satan, right and wrong were taught to me on the felt boards and of course through the glamorous Jan quotes crying diamond teardrops every night on the Vaseline TV and television screen. Make some noise if you know what I'm talking about. When I was growing up, homosexuality was synonymous with the word abomination and hell. I play soft gnashing of teeth, continuous burning of skin, and probably my pants ultimate guest list of barbecue. No way, no way. I wanted to party guest and unlimited pro for yo toppings most of my unconscious adolescence. I prayed the gay away at my Jesus camps. But then, in the middle of it, in a twist of event, I found my gift and my gift introduced me to people outside about my bubble and my bubble started to burst. These people were nothing like what I had been told of fear. They were the most free, strong, kind, and inclusive people I ever met. They stimulated my mind and they filled my heart with joy and they freak dance all the way doing it. These people are actually magic and they're magic because they're living their truth. Oh my goodness, what a revelation. And at the last chapter of the Bible, sorry to say, it's been a long road for me, and I'm sure a long road for many of you out there. I know it doesn't always feel free to save our life out who you are, but here's the thing though. I would have not chosen a different road. Priceless lessons have been learned. The path of discovery has made me, has tested me, and forever changed me. You don't get to choose your family, but you can choose your tribe. Many of people I admire and trust and work with belong to the LGBTQ community. Without them, I'd be half of one person I'm today. My life is rich in every capacity because of them. They are trusted allies that provide a safe place to fall. To not know it all and to make mistakes, there are people I hold dear. See, I hope I stand here as a real evidence for all no matter where you come from. It's about where you are going, and that's a real change. Real evolution and real perception shift can happen if we open our minds and soften our heart. People can change. Believe me, it would have been easier just to say the whipped cream teeth, spring, poppy, light, fluffy, fun anthem by the way of animal thought of singing girl, who was basically someone neutralist in a stance and just thought more hugs could save the world. No way, no longer can I sit in a silence. I have to stand for what I know. It's true, and that is equality and justice for all, period. And that's why the HRG is so important, and I'm so grateful for them for being front lines every day from civil union legislation to spilling don't ask, don't tell, to getting rid of DOMA at the Supreme Court, which paved the way of marriage equality across the country and continuing to fight for trans equality amongst all things. I don't have to tell you what we have to a lot more to do. We have to create a safe place for us to ask questions of self and others to keep the conversation going because of the loudest voice in the room or on your TV set isn't always right, but that little voice inside of you pushing you to discover who are your trusted friends. None of us have the answer, or all of them at least, but it's time to lead with empathy and grace and compassion now more than ever to find the unity we need now. I never case to be a champion, an ally, a spotlight, and a lovely voice of all LGBTQ. Identifying people whatever your sexuality, your gender, your preferred pronouns blossom to be, we all know it ain't so black and white, and I will continue to champion the people that have been championed for me. Many friends and loved ones from LGBTQ family have raised me into a woman I am today, and I want to dedicate this award to one of my greatest champion of my life, my manager Bradford Elton Coptree. I think it almost like 15 years because he believed me before it all, secretly paying my rent for years and bringing me leftovers from hamburger. He really did. I know we were really connected with our soul level though because we came through the same upbringing where it was difficult to be for authentic self. We had the similar struggle breaking off out our suppressive self but we kept inspiring each other, challenging each other and retiring our past frame of mind. We broke the cycle and now we're living out their most authentic lives. I love you, V. There will be obstacles, but we all know everything good takes work, but we can't let our past get in the way our brilliant future. This day, I get an incomparable high from finally knowing myself, and it feels more than real any story I was ever told on a failed board. It feels sparkly as fuck, truth be told. I think a lot of that has to do with the magic that has rubbed off on me from all of you. Thank you so much.